So I'm sure you've heard about all the crazy leaks that have been going on in the past couple of days for Black Ops 4. Like, we first had the leak that there's not going to be a traditional single player campaign, and then today or yesterday we had the leak about multiplayer being like the farthest it's been from traditional Call of Duty, and they're like reverting back from the original idea that they had, which is really worrisome because release is in a couple of weeks, or the reveal is in a couple of weeks and the release is a couple of months away. And then I even heard stuff about Blundell leaving after this game, so that's sad news for zombies as well. And there's even some talk that it's not going according to plan. So I have 4 things that I'm going to say about why the campaign thing is the most likely true about all of these leaks. I'm going to try to stay positive about the rest of it, like the multiplayer and the zombies, just because we haven't had any gameplay as of yet, and the reveal is less than a month away, so we don't have to wait long for any of that. So the first reason that I think that the campaign thing is true is just because that there hasn't been any like usual teasers for the campaign. And what I mean by this is, like, back in Black Ops 3 when they did the Snapchat like stories, like they revealed the campaign and the game like with Snapchat stories back in the day. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but they added stories about like the Forbidden Forest, and it was all like mysterious, you know, treyarch style. And I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with Black Ops 3's campaign. Although I personally didn't play through all of it, so I don't know how much meaning that has. I just know it was part of the campaign, and we haven't really had any of that in like for Black Ops 4. All we had was like a reveal of the logo with a basketball player, and like that one teaser that flashed back through a bunch of previous games. So we don't really know. We didn't like if there was a campaign. We don't really know like where it would be set. So it lines up with all of the teasers and the reveal that we've had so far. My second reason is just because of the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered being only campaign, because that would make a lot of sense, just because we'd have Battle Royale, multiplayer, and zombies on Black Ops 4, and then we'd also have the campaign, Remastered campaign of Modern Warfare 2, so it wouldn't be like we're missing out on too much, like they feel like they're making up for that, even though it kind of doesn't. It's like an old campaign that we've probably all played. But this reminds me a lot of what they did 2 years ago with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, because they saw all the negative feedback they got from the Infinite Warfare trailer, the massive amount of dislikes, and they were like, okay, well, we need to do something. They were probably planning on doing something different with MWR, but they're like, okay, we'll bundle it with this game. You can only get MWR if you buy Infinite Warfare. And that's what helped their sales drastically for Infinite Warfare, because I can assure you not a lot of people are going to buy it without the bundle. So I think something similar is going to happen here. Okay, we don't have a campaign on this game, but we are going to offer a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered with a campaign, so you're not missing out on a campaign. I know it's a little slimy, but I feel like that's going to happen. So yeah. And speaking about Battle Royale, I'm pretty certain that this is going to be a thing as well. And to be honest, this just makes a lot more sense as well, just because things like Fortnite and PUBG have exploded in the past couple of months. It makes logical sense for a business like Activision to be like, okay, we need to get on this hype train about Battle Royale, and we need to make one of our own. So it just makes a lot of sense that Call of Duty is going to try and tackle one of these. Like, I've even seen rumors of like Halo and Battlefield doing something like this too, which would not surprise me at all, because there's a lot of money to be made in a Battle Royale game. So Activision is surely going to do that because they're money hungry. Just if you don't believe me, look at all the supply drop stuff. And my last reason, I think, is the reason why they actually scrapped the campaign for this game, and it is the fact that single player campaign doesn't actually retain players. So let me expand on that. So the 3 things that a COD game always comes with, it's always 3 modes. It's a campaign, a multiplayer, and a third game mode of some sort. It wasn't always zombies. It had things like Spec Ops and Extinction. So multiplayer and the third game mode have always had like online capabilities, so there's more of a replayability there. Like, you can play with other people and, you know, rank up. You have more objectives to do, you know. And in a campaign, you didn't really have much to do other than play the campaign a couple of times, you know, maybe play through it once, try to beat it on veteran, and then collect intel. So it's really not much to do. And when I say that it doesn't retain players, it doesn't really entice people to like come back and play the game and make the people like Activision money, because you just play through it a couple of times, whereas like multiplayer and zombies, let's just say, we have things like microtransactions, and you know, online multiplayer, and you don't have online multiplayer in campaign, so it's not like it retains many players. I'm kind of bummed too, because I was excited to have another like Black Ops campaign, because Treyarch has made good campaigns, if you don't count Black Ops 3, like World at War, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2 were amazing. But anyways guys, that's going to be the video for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.